Rock and roll. I believe we're streaming live as I speak.
As you speak. That means we know it's live.
Yeah, we know it's happening. It's happening dead in front of us. We're here on track one at the Adelaide Showgrounds. We got Sun State roller derby girls taking on the girls from Convict City.
That's right. Sun State in the yellow, Convict City in the bright fluorescent orange. Very appropriate for their namesake.
It's the first time these two teams have played in the history. First time Convict City have played today on day one.
They're definitely going to need to show us what they've got going against Sun State roller girls.
Oh, most definitely. Plenty of action here on track one. Second time Sun State roller derby girls have played today. They defeated Newcastle a little bit early on with a big win. And for those not in the know, they've come second the last two Great Southern Slams to the Victorian team.
Both times to the Victorian team, that's right.
Yeah, I was just arriving to the track just as the roar of the crowd.
We might introduce the teams now. I'll go to the Convict City roller teams. Here we got representing. We get the Pickersgill, Toaster, the Juggernaut, Crack, Becky Thump, Bella Ballistic, Kawaii Knockout, Vanessa Shedgrave, Miss Millie, Ruby Rehab, Hazardous Curves, Pepper Shaker, Ella Squeeze, Blitzen Bill, Brannicky. I can see Holly Hip Kiss. Without wasting any time, we're up to our first jam. We're going to kick it off.
That's right. Everyone's nice and lined up. Everyone's ready to go.
There goes our whistle.
That's right. Sun State taken off in front. Lead jammer. Immediate. Convict City still trying to make it through that pack.
Yeah, that's Rose Ruin getting to the front easily. The captain of the State girls scoring the points, 5 points.
That's it, calling it off straight away. Hit and quit, not wasting any time with that.
Beth Adder lining up for the second jam for Sun State, and that is a 181.
We got Branarchy.
Brutal Lux from the Sun State team is in the penalty box. That means Convict City, of course, enjoying a 4-3 pack advantage.
Gotta love that. Convict City breaking through first.
Oh, that is a track
Ooh,
cut
damn.
penalty.
And off she goes.
Beth Adder is the lone jammer. She is through the pack. She is your lead jammer. See the blocks for Sun State slowing it right down. Let's see what Convict City can do defensively.
They did put up a nice heavy wall there, following her out of the pack. Unfortunately not strong enough to keep her back there.
5 points. And calling it off, Beth Adder holding a jaw.
Looks okay, looks okay.
Needless to say, Sun State have some fantastic skaters skating for them, some Australian representatives in their ranks.
Damn.
Yeah, real talent on track.
At the moment they have Maserati strapping on the star.
Maserati known for her all-round skill, blocking and this time jamming, pushing her way to the front. She is the lead jammer.
That's right. Wasn't too hard for her to break through that wall of convicts.
Still a power jam. Brannicky almost out of the sin bin.
See if she can sneak up on those Sun State girls.
5 more points to the Sun State team. Brannicky still needs to do that initial pass. Maserati still wants to score points. Fantastic blocking at the back of the pack by Sun State. Brannicky has to come right back.
2 of the convict girls sitting in the sin bin at the moment. Sun State have the advantage on track at the moment.
Yeah, not with the Convict City team. Need a Maserati calling that one off with a little tap on the hips. Scoring 4 points and calling it off.
Nice and easy for her.
Scoreboard ticking over. 24 points to Sun State, 0 points to Convict City. Only 3 minutes into this first half. We're doing 20-minute halves on day one here on track one.
Let's have a look and see what the Convict City blockers can do.
2x4 Pickersgill on track for the Convict City girls. And Cookie Cutter jamming for the Sun State team.
She's going up against two of the Convict blockers. See if they can hold her back. They're doing a pretty decent job at the moment.
Yeah, fantastic block in the front of the pack.
That's it. Definitely not making it easy for the Sun State girls. Convict City really want to make their mark at the moment.
2x4 almost getting through on the inside, but had to come back. Nice blocking. She had to come back to the back of the pack. Cookie Cutter getting through. She is your lead jam. Pickersgill being held up by Beth Adder. Fantastic positional blocking. 2x4 through for that initial pass.
Sun State call it off.
Cookie Cutter, yeah, turning on the speed around the outside, calling that jam off.
There's no points for Convict City just yet.
Here we got number 78. Lining up for Convict City. 78, or am I... Miss Millie.
Damn.
Jamming for the very first time and lining up against number 32 for Sun State.
Which is Jambi Juggernaut. Jambi
Jam-
Juggernaut hitting that wall nice and hard.
Jambi is a juggernaut. She's a powerhouse of a skater.
She's definitely proving that right now.
Trying to get through on the inside line.
Got to admit, these Convict City girls are definitely putting up one hell of a fight.
Miss Millie getting taken down on the inside. Gets straight back up again. Miss Millie made to earn that initial pass the hard way.
Jambi Juggernaut trying to sneak her way through. Trying to use her own blockers. Calling it though.
Sun State renowned for their all block and all jamming team. They can do it all, well-rounded.
That is definitely very, very, very exciting to have all in one league.
Vanessa Shedgrave back on the jammer line for Convict City. And to her right, number 84, Beth Adder. Lining up for Sun State. She is an Australian representative, representing in the green and gold at the next World Cup. Beth Adder being held up at the back of the pack.
Sneaks her way around on the outside though.
Beth Adder nicely done, getting to the front.
That's it. Lead jammer for Sun State.
Vanessa Shedgrave also through for that initial pass. About 10 metres behind Beth Adder. Let's see what Beth Adder does here. Holds that inside line and calls it off.
Convict City have two of their blockers taking a seat in the sin bin at the moment.
4 points to Sun State. Unfortunately, no points. Almost scored some points right on the whistle, Convict City.
That's right. At the moment, points are sitting at 36 for Sun State and a 0 for Convict City. Convict City going to have 2x4 and 6, which is Toaster by them Lonesomes.
We got Crack. That is Crack on the jammer line for Convict City.
That's it. Let's see if Crack can crack her way through. Unfortunately, she cracks her way straight to the sin bin.
At least she got penalised right there. Not much of a trip, straight into the bin.
That's right. Conserving her energy.
Rose Ruin, a captain for Sun State, just skirts her way through that pack, scores the points. She's a fantastic skater, a well-known skater in the skating community. Untouched, getting through for 5 more points. Doesn't slow down. Fantastic skating style by Rose Ruin. Gets around the track, a lickety-split.
Convict City have all their blockers back on the track. Unfortunately, they're not making it much harder for Sun State.
Rose Ruin get around that track, turn the back on the blocker, inviting that penalty. Crack, yeah, well and truly being held up by Cookie Cutter. Nice positional blocking.
Amazing positional blocking.
She has to come back even further.
Still trying to make her initial pass.
Rose Ruin hasn't given up scoring points. Wants another grand slam, 5 points. Gets down low and gets those 5 points. Rose Ruin. Crack still being held up by ferocious blocking by 180 SX.
Let's see if she can squeeze through just on the outside. She's almost got it through the pack. There she goes, praising the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Praise Jesus.
It's a beautiful thing.
Unfortunately, no points for Crack.
And a warm round of applause by this Derby-loving crowd here today on track 1 at the Great Southern Slam.
That's right, surrounded by lots of Derby love.
Brannicky back on track alongside number 28 for Sun State.
Maserati.
The one and only Maserati.
Damn.
One blocker for Convict City in the sin bin. That is Squeeze, number 8. Here we go. Lead jam at a Convict City.
Brannicky.
Yep.
Made her way through. Let's see if she can squeeze through this pack again and score some points for the Convict City Rollers.
She had to come back in behind that pack. Maserati also has gotten through that pack for the initial pass. Here comes Maserati around the outside.
Sneaking through. Convict City didn't even know she was there.
Sneaky, icky 4 points to Maserati. Brannicky calls that one off. Unlucky not to score any points on that last jam. Brannicky.
Miss Millie for Convict City straps on the star. Takes her place behind that jammer line.
And behind her, that is the one and only Cookie Cutter. We have a timeout by the looks of things. Good to see the Tasmanian teams representing here at the Great Southern Slam Day 1 on track 1. Big shout out to some of our sponsors. A big shout out to the Adelaide Showgrounds for being a fantastic sponsor of the Great Southern Slam and a fantastic venue. Always a pleasure coming here every 2 years.
Definitely. Also got to give a big shout out to Underage with Derby Rage, the Little Adelaide Rollers. Doing their thing for the underage derby community.
Hellcat Clothing, another one of our proud sponsors here of the Great Southern Slam.
Also Suitcase Photography. Second time that Suitcase Photography is sponsoring the Great Southern Slam.
Yeah, plenty of photogs here today on day 1. Shout out to all the photographers in the crowd today.
That's right, they're all doing their thing. They're all here nice and early. Getting those first photos from the very first games that we had here today.
Not exactly sure what happened with... 3 points to Convict City. They are on the board, their first 3 points.
Amazing against SSRG, sitting on 67 at the moment.
Always achieving to score points against Sun State Roller Derby.
Definitely.
Miss Millie on the inside. Nicely done. She is the lead jam for Convict City. A big round of applause here on track 1. Cookie Cutter being held up just temporarily. She gets through for that initial pass.
Convict City definitely did amp up their defense.
Here comes Miss Millie. One blocker to get past. That is Beth Adder.
She's just going to smash her way through. Her blocker's definitely giving her a good assist.
4 points.
Gets the 4 points. Amazing stuff.
And this crowd goes wild. Oh, 1-0. Crack back on track.
Crack back on track.
This is a power jam to Convict City.
That's right. Sun State Jammer sitting in the sin bin.
Yeah, Cookie Cutter sitting down.
Convict City want to take advantage of this right now.
Yeah, the blockers of Convict City looking to break up that wall, but they're slowing it right down. Crack just needs to push her way to the front, and she does. She's the lead jammer.
Lead jammer, Convict City Rollers.
And another big round of applause for Crack.
That's right, the crowd here does love the underdog creeping up on the big league.
Crack getting up to that Sun State wall, that famous yellow and black wall out front, pushing. Nice defensive work by, who is that, Rose Ruin. Crack's going to come back. Cookie Cutter.
Snuck through that inside line. Convict City weren't even aware. Very sneaky, that's right.
She tries that inside line again. Oh, that is jam over. Yeah, 3 more points to Convict City. They're starting to get the hang of it now.
Yep. It's all good. It's all good.
Brannicky back on track number 181 for Convict City, joined by the captain of the Sun State team, and that is Rose Ruin.
Rose Ruin. Convict City are lacking at the moment. They got Toaster sitting in the sin bin, serving her time.
Brannicky pushing. Rose Ruin around, tries her luck around the outside, but the inside. Brannicky is the lead jammer. Here comes Rose Ruin with good old-fashioned jammer on jammer action.
Would be amazing to see right now. Brannicky does the right thing though, calls off the jam.
Yeah, Rose Ruin piling on the pressure.
That's right.
That hot breath on the back of Brannicky's neck, decides to call that one off.
Pickersgill for Convict City, strapping on the star, taking her place behind that jammer line. Let's see if she can break her way through that Sun State wall that's positioned itself very tightly in front of her.
Jambi Juggernaut is jamming for the Sun State team. All skaters on track. It is 5-on-5. There goes our whistle. There go our jammers.
Jambi pulling out all stops and just taking a sweet hit at that Convict City wall, pushing him right out the front and getting her lead jammer status.
Yeah, nice evasive skills. Lead jammer, Sun State. Pickersgill being held up in the front of the pack on the inside. Sun State with 5 Grand Slam points.
Pickersgill making it through. Bit of jammer on jammer action going on there, which is always very pleasant to see.
Yeah, Pickersgill just reminding that other jammer she's there. Oh, nice work.
That's right.
Pickersgill's going to come right back. That hurts.
Right back to the back of that pack after she'd only just made her way through.
Jambi wants to score more points, however, zigzagging away through for 5 more Grand Slam points.
Let's see if Pickersgill can get past that one last Sun State blocker.
Alabama Hurley is in the sin bin for Convict City.
Pickersgill taking a big hit. I
think Pickersgill, her hand got run over by Jambi.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if she was going to remove herself from play, but she got back up on her wheels and kept rolling.
I'll tell you what, when someone rolls over your knuckles, that's smart.
Ooh. Pickersgill getting called for a cut track. Sent to the sin bin.
Let's see what the Convict City girls can do defensively, holding Jambi out. A multiplayer penalty being called on number 8. Ella Squeeze, she's heading to the penalty box to join the jam at Pickersgill. 5 more points to Sun State in the meantime. Jambi Juggernaut calling that one off. We've got about 5 minutes left in this first half. Sun State v Convict City. Maserati lining up on the jam line once again, number 28. Still a power jam to Sun State.
That's right. Convict City jammer sitting in the sin bin along with Squeeze, one of their blockers. We've got 3 blockers on track. Let's see if they can pull out all stops and hold back Maserati.
Check out the blockers of Sun State just hanging back, just opening the path up for Maserati, the Juggernaut.
That's right.
The powerhouse to get through and score or get to the lead jammer status. Still a power jam.
That's it. Just smashed her way through.
The human wrecking ball Maserati is. Takes some big hits but keeps on rolling.
Does not hesitate at all when she approaches those walls. There's no slowing down. There's just through.
She takes that onslaught with glee. She takes on that onslaught. She loves it. Maserati reaching that orange wall out front. Nice defensive work. Just holding her up just temporarily, though. Maserati keeps on rolling. Scores 5 more points.
Oh, and Convict City for the star pass. Pickersgill passes that star on.
Vanessa Shredgrave is the new jammer for Convict City. Just nice bustling work out the front by Vanessa Shredgrave. Trying to get through, trying to spot that gap. Maserati getting through for 5 more points. Just passing Vanessa Shredgrave on the inside.
And calling it off.
Okay, it looks like the score, Convict City on 11 points. Sun State, 107 points. Another big score to Sun State.
That's right. They've made it up to the triple digits, all in the first half.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes. Only 3.5 minutes left in this first half. A reminder, we're kicking out 20-minute halves on day 1. Plenty of roller derby to get through.
Another 2 days worth.
Holy moly.
Hot damn, that's a lot of derby.
Here we got Miss Millie jamming once again for the Convict City girls. Beth Adder, Australian representative, jamming for Sunstate. A bit of a zigzag, a bit of a shimmy. She is the lead jammer.
That's it. A little bit of juking goes a long way. She's made her way through. She's approaching that pack. Surpassed Miss Millie.
Goes around the big outside, a big gap on the outside. Miss Millie being well and truly held up by that famous Sunstate defense.
Definitely very intimidating to come up against.
Rose Ruin around the outside. She is heading to the penalty box. Miss Millie spots an opening. She's through for that initial pass.
Beth Adder not letting her pass her, though. She's going to hold her back.
Yeah, nice defensive work, just holding things up, winding down the clock. Not much time left in this first period, only 2.5 minutes. Beth Adder's in no hurry to end this jam.
No, not at all. She's going to see if she can exhaust Miss Millie. Make sure that she's nice and tired by the time she hits the back of that pack.
Yeah, get some positional blocking practice.
Yeah, that's always good
Practice
to do.
in day one. This crowd is just yelling at the skaters on track. That is jam over. This crowd is very vocal today.
You got to love a bit of crowd participation, though.
I called the first bout Victoria versus United Brisbane, and it was 9 o'clock in the morning. And people just going bananas in here. Gets very loud.
Right.
Branicki back on track for Convict City, just behind there, the famous cookie cutter. The famous spectacled cookie cutter from Sunstate. Convict City rolling forward, getting that wall sorted. We have a double line happening. Sunstate with that famous blocking at the back of the pack, holding up Branicki. Branicki just smashing away into that wall.
Jumping around on those toe stops, trying to find an opening, but it is a super tight, super hard wall.
Convict City doing a stellar job also on cookie cutter. She's a hard skater. One blocker to get past. That's number 99. Hazardous Curves. She's your lead jammer. 180 SXL just takes her shoulder out. Just get about 20 meters into the penalty box.
Branicki taking a seat in the penalty box as well means cookie cutter is flying solo.
I don't recommend that, kids. When you slide, keep your skin away from the concrete. Right in front of us. It's over. Keep an eye for that pothole, skaters. A little
That's
tip
right.
from Johnny Smash to you.
Safety first. Safety first.
Cookie cutter just smashing away into that wall, kamikaze style.
Taking a nice big hit, taking a fall.
And I believe we still have a little bit of time left in this. I was going to call it half time. I was just going to go out there and call it, but it's a little bit of time left on the clock. We have time for one more jam, I believe. I hope you're enjoying this. We're streaming out live to the derby-loving public.
Convict City have Shredgrave as their jammer.
It looks like Slaughter Daughter, the bench manager for Sunstate, has pointed out to one of the referees that we have a bit of a manhole cover that's flapping around. One of the skaters, 180XL, rolled over before, and she just come down hard.
Oh, look at that! They're
Slaughter
gonna tape
Daughter.
that up.
Yeah, good pickup by Slaughter Daughter. We got on a stab and Anorexia calling the bout in-house, just pointing out a skater broke a leg doing something similar, rolling over one of those manholes.
You gotta hate that, Nate.
Skid Vicious on Sunstate lining up against number 21 for Convict City. That, of course, is Vanessa Shredgrave. Vanessa being good work, but it is Skid Vicious, your lead jammer.
Just broke her way through that Convict City wall. Sneaking through on the inside.
Makes it look good, zigzagging away through that pack. Keeping an eye on that bench manager for instructions. The instructions are on roll, and don't worry about it.
That's right.
Skid being taken down around the outside. Get straight back up again. Bench manager saying just keep on rolling. You're doing
rolling,
well.
That's right.
Not much time left on the clock. We're out of time on the period clock, but time on the jammer clock.
Keeps on rolling. Vanessa Shredgrave still stuck in that pack behind Maserati.
Maserati just laying down the wrath.
Laying down the Derby law.
She's doing well, Vanessa Shredgrave's really making a fist of it, trying to get past.
That's it, not giving up, using her endurance, definitely trying to just break through that last bit of defense. Finally makes her way through, wipes the sweat off her brow.
Ain't no big thing. She's gotten through for that initial pass. Well done, Vanessa Shredgrave.
Skid Vicious calls it off.
I believe that is halftime. It is halftime.
Certainly is. Sun State Roller Girl sitting on 149.
11 points, Convict City. And we're going to have a short break. We're going to have about a 10-minute break, and we will be back shortly. We do have the coach for Sun State approaching the center of the track, actually. We could be having an official review. She's called for an official review. I wouldn't mind knowing what this is for. I'm listening to the in-house commentary as well. Honest Dave just feeding me all the facts. He's a learned man. He's an attractive man, and he knows what he's talking about, so I'm paying very, very close attention. Big shout out to all Tasmanian viewers out there. A big hello from Johnny Smash. Big shout out to some more of our sponsors. Hague's Chocolates.
Oh, man.
I tell you what, they are top class chocolates, and their shop's actually located across the road from where I'm staying. I'm going to clean them out tomorrow.
Man, that'd be amazing.
Absolutely clean them out. Stick it in my coffee. And I believe we're out. Are we out? Or are we still rolling? I'm just going to keep on talking. How about that? How about that?
We can do that. We can do that. We can just keep chatting, chat away.
Awesome to see teams like Convict City. First time I've seen them compete. The good thing about the Great Southern Slam, I get a chance to check out some of the teams from across Australia. That's right. Is it their first Southern Slam, do you know? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look into that. Damn. If you know the answer to this, give us a call. Or post a little message to us. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Tell us what we're doing right. Big hello. A big hello to everyone in Geelong. Yeah, in G-Town. That's right. A big hello to everyone on the Gold Coast. Oh, hey, Gold Coast. It's a pity the Gold Coast team couldn't be here. We're going through a rebuilding stage, an awesome rebuilding stage. Plenty of new skaters on the Gold Coast, and we're loving it. Plenty of new faces. It's always very exciting, but they chose not to be here. They're training hard. They'll be at the next one, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Amazing. Always good to see new leagues banding together, upgrading, and making their way to the Great Southern Slam. I can just feel it in my loins. They will be a force to be reckoned with come 2 years' time for the next Great Southern Slam. I got Honest Dave. He's ventured into the centre of the track. He's asking questions.
So that was someone left the... So that, the Sun State Roller Girls challenged, believed that Orange 111 left the penalty box early. The refs confirmed that, the officials confirmed that Ruby Rehab left the half a second early. So she'll now start the second half with a 30 seconds and a half in the sin bin.
30 seconds and a half. You heard it here.
Beautifully done, Honest Dave. He is our correspondent on the centre of the track, I believe. We're going to have a short break. I'm going to stop talking for a bit. Go get something to drink. Go get something to eat. Get ready for the second half. Sun State versus Convict City. See you soon. We're back.
Back again.
We're back for the second half. Sun State v Convict City. The girls in orange from Tasmania. Rocking it here on track 1 at the Great Southern Slam. Our platinum sponsor, Road Train, providers of the huge badass media truck. Inside, that's a big rig.
A big, big rig.
Want to hear about a big rig? Rod Train. Did I say Road Train? Rod Train.
It's Rod Train.
We're not wasting any time getting into this second half. Geez, that 10 minutes went fast.
Definitely did. Just seemed to fly by. We've got the first lineup already.
Brennicky back to Convict City. Brutal Deluxe to her left. Let's rock and roll. And there's the whistle. That little awkward pause before we kick the second half off.
Yeah, that's right.
Convict City have one blocker in the penalty box. Both jammers just pummeling their way into that pack. Brennicky spots a gap. Taken down though, big hit. She is called a lead jammer.
She paused for a moment. She thought it was a cut.
Oh.
And then gets sent off for a cut. It was a cut.
There check it out. We've got both jammers heading to the penalty box.
Both for cuts.
So keep an eye on that penalty box. We'll get back on track. Brannicky. Am I saying that right?
I think it's Brannicky, like anarchy. Yeah, Brannicky. There we go.
Brutal Deluxe, not 100% sure, back on track. Yeah, she is back on track. No, she isn't. She jumped the gun.
Can be very confusing for the jammers. Not quite sure when they're supposed to be getting back on their track. They do want to get out there and do their job and score the points.
Yeah.
Brannicky doing her thing.
Bad luck to Brutal Deluxe. Brannicky being knocked out of the track by Beth Adder. Nice defensive work. Renowned for her defensive work, Beth Adder. But she gets back on track, gets pummeled by a couple of other skaters.
Sun State have some amazing form out there. Some really, really intense hits. Some tight walls.
Sun State flexing their collective defensive muscle.
Brannicky to get past or get any points.
Brannicky getting knocked down. Time for the Sun State girls to set up. Oh, Brannicky thought she was through on the inside, gets taken down.
Let down her guard for that split second.
That was quarter zone with a big hit, but she's heading to the penalty box. But Brannicky she goes back to the back of the pack. Brutal Deluxe getting through for that initial pass.
Sneaking through on the inside there.
Keep an eye on the back of the pack.
Convict City, a last second star pass.
And that is jam over. Just an 18 minutes left in this second half. The score is 154 points to 11. Sun State over Convict City. It looks like we have official review being called. Big shout out to one of our silver sponsors, Isogenics. The silver sponsor, they have the naming rights to Gorda Track 3 penalty box. Isogenics is a complete and simple system of nutritional cleansing that provides support for athletes or armchair athletes. Big shout out to Isogenics, one of our silver sponsors here at the Great Southern Slam.
And one of the gold sponsors as well for the AV equipment, BSS Light Audio Visual, the year-round sponsors of the ADRD, which is the home league of Adelaide.
Yeah, they're the people that make it sound good.
Make it sound amazing.
We've got a fancy looking microphone that makes me sound 20 times better than I actually am.
I can see the referees having a bit of a congregation in the middle of the track.
Bit of a chin wag.
Bit of a chin wag.
We got a 180SX for Sun State waiting to jam for the next jam. He's got a smile on her face. The smiling assassin. 180SX. And I was told it's like the car. I know nothing about cars, but 180SX in brackets. I like the car.
Alrighty then. Now that we know, we got Vanessa Shedgrave, number 21, with Convict City, with her orange star on her head.
I love these parts of the games where, the skaters get a chance to talk about things on track.
Talk between themselves, talk to themselves, who knows?
Anorexia from the Brisbane City Rollers is our correspondent in the centre of the track, just trying to get to the bottom of what's happening. Because let's face it, I don't have a clue.
Not one little clue.
Not one iota even. On the stage just blew up the in-house PA system.
He got too excited there.
Oh, it's working again.
Oh, damn, and he's back.
The microphone couldn't handle his awesomeness.
Had to implode on itself just for a moment and then collected itself again.
Honest Dave is dressed up in his mustard kit.
Mustard. It's coming back. The mustard colours are coming back.
We're just getting an update from Anorexia. There has been an official review on one of the penalties. It's been overturned or overruled. I think the scores are remaining the same. And we're rolling on. 180SX is jamming, like I mentioned, for Sun State, and that is Vanessa Shredgrave doing a thing. The Convict City 180SX is your lead jam, and there's that familiar smile. And when she smiles, that means she means business.
That's right. Both teams with their blockers in the sin bin, standing, awaiting their arrival back onto the track.
Nice work by Vanessa Shredgrave, just weaving away through that pack for that initial pass. It looks like a 180SX is about to call it off. She does. That is jam over.
I see no points.
Double donuts. Convict City wasting no time, occupying the blockers, occupying that jam line in front of Jambi
and Ruby Rehab.
Ruby Rehab being boxed into that corner. Let's see what Sunset have up their sleeves.
A little bit of jammer on jammer action straight off the line there.
No room to move.
Ruby Rehab putting the pressure on that Sun State wall.
But it is Jambi, your lead jammer, with 16 minutes left in the second half. All the blockers for Sun State getting to the front of the pack, setting up that wall.
That's it. Ruby Rehab can't seem to take it down. Behind that wall of yellow and black.
Jambi Juggernaut is heading to the penalty box. That is a cutting penalty.
That means Ruby Rehab's flying solo on that track.
Number 242, Sparkle Horse, also in the penalty box. It's a power jam to Convict City. Let's see what they can do. Can they take advantage of this a short 30-second power jam? 5 Convict City.
That is huge.
And there's a warm round of applause by this derby-loving crowd here at the Great Slam. Convict City want more points. They get more points. 5 more big points. Jambi, oh, tried her luck on the inside. She's heading back to the penalty box. That was a penalty for cutting. So it's still a power jam. Let's double up that power jam. Ruby Rehab just trying to push her way through this yellow and black wall out front. Let's see if perseverance pays off. Nice defensive work all around by the Sun State girls.
That's right. Amazing skill there from Ruby Rehab. She just did not give up. She just kept smashing her way through that wall. Eventually it broke apart and she forced her way through those little tiny gaps.
Convict City trying to take full advantage of this double power jam situation. Jammer alert, Jambi back on track, jumping around.
Making her way through.
Yeah, made her way through, scored 4 points. Is that right, 4 points?
4 points, yeah.
And 3 points on that last lap to Convict City. We have another official review by the bench manager or the bench coach for Convict City, Irate Kate. Shout out to Irate Kate. She's the alternate. And the captain for Convict City. Joined the captains and the alternate for Sun State in the centre of the track for a bit of a chin wag, a bit of a official review.
At the moment, scores sitting on 162 for Sun State Roller Girls and 29 for Convict City. Crept up a little bit.
There's plenty of action in that last jam. Plenty could have, plenty there to be reviewed. Could have happened. Shout out to our bronze sponsor, what's that? GNR Monster Roller Sports. And they also donated a raffle prize. We've got a big raffle happening later on here at the Great Southern Slam. The Green Monster, I'm pronouncing it totally wrong, sorry about that. Green Monster is a skate company whose total focus is to produce a fresh ideas and innovative product designs to the market, specifically, I'll try that again, specifically roller derby. They are one of our bronze sponsors here at the Great Southern Slam, Green Monster, yeah. So, yeah, we've got a big raffle happening on a bit later at the Great Southern Slam. Some great sponsors here.
Not as though my opinion counts for much, but I reckon I might spot that happening as well. The rest of it, I think it will, because really, in my opinion, it's not worth anything, is it? Yeah, it was exactly the blood was rushing through my eyes.
See some of our referees just giving the thumbs up. I don't think there's going to be any change in the score.
Not by the sounds of things. He said that everything stands, everything remains the same.
It's fair to say that even if the refs agree that that did happen,
It looks like Roger Jamjet is our head referee, I think.
Vanessa Shredgrave from Convict City patiently waiting behind that jammer line.
Big shout out also to another one of our bronze fastest skates. Donated after party raffle prizes. What's a big Great Southern Slam without a after party? They're famous after parties. and get one. It's next door. We literally got to walk about 20 meters to the next building, and it's party time straight after the grand final.
Absolutely amazing. And the girls and guys here definitely do deserve the best of after parties after an event like TGSS.
Yeah, faster skates maximise and edging with fastest dual Eurometer wheels. I know it sounds like I know what I'm talking about, but I'm reading this straight off a bit of paper. Faster skates, scientifically proven to skate faster. Have jamming for Sun State. Vanessa Shredgrave lining up for the Convict City girls.
Both girls hitting that wall very, very hard. But it's Skid Vicious who's almost made her way through that pack.
Skid takes some big hits, but she's still rolling. Skid finds herself to the back of the pack. Vanessa Shredgrave taken down in the center of the pack, a big pile up.
That's right, 4 of her own members.
Skid Vicious is your lead jammer. Get of all that brutal contact. Vanessa Shredgrave still trying to get through for that initial pass. Plenty of defense being shown by the Sun State girls on the inside. 5 points scored by Skid Vicious.
Maserati taking her seat in the sin bin. Sun State with only 3 blockers out there now. Not stopping Skid Vicious though. She's definitely just smacking her way through that pack.
Yeah, Skid taking a couple of big hits. Gets through the other end, scores another big 5 points for Sun State, and that score is ticking over. With just over 13 minutes left in the second half. She wants more points, however. Takes on 2x4. And scores 5 more points, calls that one off.
Vanessa Shredgrave not having made her way through that pack, unfortunately.
Needless to be said, the Sun State don't make it easy for you to get through. They come second last year, or the year before, the last Great Southern Slam to Victoria. And that's happened the last 2 Great Southern Slams. Victoria taking up the last 2. Sun State coming second, close second, each time.
We got Beth Adder from Sun State Roller Girls. Behind a nice wall of orange. Crack and Toaster definitely not wanting her to pass.
Miss Millie jamming for Convict City. She's being held up in the center of the pack. Beth Adder just bursting away through that pack. Miss Millie doing well to get through as well for that initial pass. Breathing down Beth Adder's neck.
He's going to chase her down, put a bit of heat on Beth Adder.
Convict City girls just, they've got a scat at the back of the pack.
Pack is definitely sped up.
Beth Adder. Beth Adder doing well, calling that jam off in the nick of time.
Got Branaki out for the Convict City Rollers. Nice to see that sin bin looking very empty.
The Lux is jamming for the Sun State Roller Girls.
Branaki takes that outside line. Gets knocked down on the inside with a big hit from Sun State.
Yeah, those Rose Ruin and Coconuts with nice defense on her. Here comes Brutal Deluxe, just busting away straight down the center of the track. She is your lead jammer. Branaki almost through one, blocking her pass, getting through for that initial pass. Here comes Brutal Deluxe. She wants the points. Nice defensive work on the outside by Toaster. Brutal Deluxe. Toaster's to the front of the pack. Holds up Brutal Deluxe.
Branaki's going to enter the back of that pack. Sun State not quite aware of her presence just yet. Seeing if she can sneak past the outside. Not quite.
Brutal Deluxe taking a big hit, taking off the passes. Gonna shatter those bad boys.
Hoo-hoo.
2 points to Convict City on that last lap as well. Vanessa Shredgrave back on the jammer line, lining up against Cookie Cutter for Sun State.
Definitely two of the more prominent jammers that we've had here today.
Quick score update, 31 points. Convict City 184. Sun State 31 points to Convict City. Vanessa Shredgrave just bursting away to the front of the pack.
Dodging and weaving past that Sun State wall of defense.
Where's Cookie Cutter? She is in the back of the pack, in the midst of that pack, almost through. One block to get past. She is the lead jammer. Cookie Cutter. Nice evasive skills once again by the Sun State girls.
Vanessa Shredgrave trying her hardest, still at the back of the pack, finally breaking her way through to the front. Only one more block at a pass.
Cookie Cutter almost through that pack for her second lap. She wants those Grand Slam points. Vanessa Shredgrave spots a gap on the inside, getting through for that initial pass. Well done, Vanessa Shredgrave. A Maserati heading to the penalty box.
That's two Sun State girls in the penalty box at the moment.
Cookie Cutter thought she was heading to the penalty box. She is back on track.
Convict City want to take this advantage now. Vanessa Shredgrave staying on her wheels, making her way through.
Nicely done. 4 more points to Convict City. They're starting to get the hang of this.
They certainly are.
They're showing their wares into this second half. Cookie Cutter slowing down. She might be acting in a defensive role. Calls that one off.
Just as the penalty bin empties itself.
Still no one in the penalty box.
Always a good sign.
Miss Millie back on track for Convict City. Rose Ruin just hanging back. Here she is, the captain for the Sun State girls. A very, very popular skater in the southeast Queensland area and the Australian area and the world area. What am I talking about? Everyone
World
loves
area.
Rose Ruin.
That's the biggest area.
That's a big. Talking about big areas, that was a big area around the outside. That was a big gap.
She just snuck straight through that gap.
Rose Ruin is the captain of the Sun State girls, easily on the inside. Scores those 5 Grand Slam points. Rose Ruin.
Using her speed and agility to her advantage.
And Nouse. Very, very fast skater, Rose Ruin. Doesn't need much of a gap. Miss Millie getting through for that initial pass. Ooh, Rose Ruin heading to the penalty box. That is a cutting penalty.
A cut track penalty for Rose Ruin, meaning Miss Millie.
Oh, and we do have a scatter down at the back of the pack. That's number 32.
Very, very unfortunate. That would have been a
Jamby Juggernaut.
Not looking very pleased with that.
I missed that one, but I heard Honest Dave, she copped one to the head, copped the bash into the skull.
A bash into the noggin.
But she's straight back up again, and it's tough, these girls, tell you what.
Well, they certainly are. They have to be for this sort of sport. Very rough, lots of hard hitting, lots of contact. Just the way we like it.
Cookie Cutter is still in the sin bin.
Ruby Rehab jamming for Convict City.
Sorry, that's Rose Ruin in the sin bin. I get them two mixed up. They are sisters.
For real, sisters?
For real sisters, y'all.
For real sisters, damn. Right, Ruby Rehab getting her team together, talking a bit of strategy out there on the track while the refs have a bit of a chin wag.
Also, another shout out to one of our bronze sponsors, Radar Wheels. They've donated a prize for the after party raffle. Yeah, another sponsor that's donated to the big after party raffle. So I'm looking to the after party. I'm looking forward to the after party. I'm looking forward to the raffle. And I believe, if I cast my mind back, I was the last man standing. I'm putting it out there. I was the last man standing. One of the last men standing. I'm tied for winning last year, the Great Southern Slam after party. I think it was the Gold Coast crew and the Newcastle crew. Yeah, we were much debate over who won the after party last year, but Gold Coast represented well.
Definitely sounds to me like that's a challenge.
We got, how many teams we got here this time around? We've got about 45 teams, 45 leagues. So yeah, plenty of action to happen at the after party. Meanwhile,
Ruby Rehab jamming for Convict City, while Sunstate sit jammerless.
Yeah, Rose Ruin in the penalty box. Let's see what Convict City can do. Let's see what Sunstate can do defensively. Convict City setting up their wall. Jammer alert. Rose Ruin back on track. Blockers for Convict City get to the front of the pack, set up their wall. Rose Ruin getting taken down by some nice defense.
Ruby Rehab has been fed to the very, very back of the pack.
Rose Ruin getting through for that initial pass.
And Ruby Rehab gets sent to the sin bin.
That was a track cut penalty. Not what Convict City needed. Rose Ruin loves scoring big points in power jams.
She's certainly going to make her mark here today.
Yeah, nice defense at the front of the pack.
From Toaster from Convict City.
Rose Ruin getting past Toaster for 5 more points. 2 blockers on track for Convict City. They have their work cut out from. Here comes Rose Ruin. Cookie Cutter opening up that outside line. 5 more points to Rose Ruin.
Hopefully we get to see Ruby Rehab re-enter that pack.
You can see she's coming right back behind those blockers. Nice work by 2x4 Pickersgill on Rose Ruin. Rose Ruin getting around Toaster for 4 more points to Sun State.
Ruby Rehab just managing to break her way through that pack, scoring 5 points.
And a warm round of applause.
Convict City would be very, very excited about that.
Just over 5 minutes left in this second half. We have a Convict City team timeout.
Some of our non-official sponsors. The Lunch Lady, Feeder of the Herd, Through Supplies, Pasadena Foodland, and PDF Foods.
One Stop Print, the official printer for the Great Southern Slam, a one-stop print.
And NWD, that's Nikki Wallace Designs, graphic designer, glitter, and rainbows.
I love
Very, very
rainbows.
important. Everybody loves a good rainbow.
I love rainbows and unicorns.
Oh, mate. A lethal combination.
No one's listening, although I do love rainbows. Barbie dolls. No, I'm kidding. I kid.
Loves them Barbie dolls. Back to the game. Branarchy standing there next to Skid Vicious behind the jammer line. I believe these two have lined up next to each other a few times today.
Yeah, both these jammers have proven themselves forces even to be reckoned with. All skaters on track, 5 on 5.
Branarchy taking a run up into that Sun State wall.
Yeah, both jammers are smashing their way into this pack. Here comes Skid getting to the front. She is the lead jammer for Sun State. She's had a great bout. Here comes Branarchy around the outside. Out of bounds. A nice defensive work.
She's going to have to make her way to the back of that pack.
Nice defensive work by Cortisone. Here comes Skid. She wants more points. She does well and scores the points.
Branarchy still chipping away at the back of that pack. That defensive line is not giving her any leeway whatsoever.
Cortisone and Rose Ruin take Branarchy out of bounds. She's to come right back. Nice work by Sun State once again. 180 SX holding up a hand at the back of the pack. Here comes Skid for 5 more points. Sun State setting up their wall. Branarchy doing well to get past 180 SX.
Taking a few hits there.
The Toaster going to, is that Toaster?
It's Toaster.
Heading to the penalty box.
Just as Crack gets released. Branarchy traveling all the way to the back of that pack.
5 more points.
Sun State dragging out their blockers, distributing them evenly along the track.
I was calling the Victorian game a little bit earlier. I need a button. I just press it, says 5 more points. 5 more points.
That'd be pleasant. That would make your job a lot easier.
It was a Grand Slam fest earlier on. And it's a Grand Slam fest again. 5 more points to Sun State by way of Skid Vicious.
I believe I just saw a star pass there from Branarchy to Crack.
Here comes Crack. I love Crack.
Everybody loves Crack.
Yeah, big fan of Crack today, in particular.
It's good to see a lot of that star pass strategy happening. Doesn't always work, but when it does, it's very, very beautiful to see. Poetry in motion, in fact.
Vanessa Shredgrave back on track for the Convict City Girls on the jammer line, and that is the tour de force. Maserati lining up once again for the Sun State Girls. Not much time left on the clock. When I say not much time, just under, or just over 2.5 minutes.
And that definitely does classify as not much time.
Vanessa Shredgrave does nicely around the outside. She is your lead jammer, just tippy-toed away around the outside.
Maserati, though, not too far behind her, breaking her way through that line of defense.
Let's see what Vanessa Shredgrave takes on that last blocker, who is Beth Addis. Gets around her. Nicely done.
A little bit of fancy footwork there, helping her out a whole lot.
Not easy to get around Beth Addis. She is an Australian representative. 4 points to Vanessa Shredgrave. They want the points, Convict City. Vanessa Shredgrave is the lead jammer.
He's up against Cortisone from Sun State. Cortisone knocks her out, and Shredgrave calls it off.
Nicely done. Vanessa Shredgrave, and a nice round of applause by the Derby-loving public here at the Great Southern Slam.
Always good to feel appreciated, and surrounded by so many Derby folk, it's very hard to feel unloved here.
180 SX, the smiling assassin lining up against, who is that? Ruby Rehab lining up for the Convict City Girls. Let's see what the Convict City Girls can do defensively. They have 2 blockers in the sin bin. Is that Crack and Toaster, the 2 blockers for Convict City? Nicely done.
They've definitely proved themselves worthy of being mentioned as often as we have with their amazing defensive abilities.
Chugs and Pickersgill in the penalty box.
Ruby Rehab still trying to make her way through.
180SX showing off that big smile as she comes around this bend. She loves scoring points. 180SX getting around that last blocker, scores the points.
Ruby Rehab just getting fed to the back of that pack time and time again. Sun State definitely wearing her out. Ruby Rehab tries again, tries to break her way through. Sun State not having a bar of it.
Jambi heading to the penalty box.
Ruby Rehab sneaks through the inside.
That's the initial pass for Ruby Rehab. 180SX scores 4 more points, I believe.
Bit of jammer on jammer action there with Ruby Rehab.
So that was 5 more points to 180SX.
180SX letting her pass, but calling it off. Very cheeky.
Winding down the clock, but there wasn't much time left. That is actually, hang on, there's a little bit of time left, but I'm just checking the Big Derby scoreboard behind me. I'm not sure if it is full time. Not much time left on the clock.
We'll just wait before we give you an official score.
Yeah, the unofficial score on the scoreboard is 273. That is a big score by Sun State. 45 points to Convict City. Well done, Convict City.
Definitely big hand for Convict City.
That is one of the best teams going around. Definitely Sun State, and they've done quite well. Convict City, the first time they've ever played Sun State. So this is a big learning curve for the team.
I do believe that will be the official score.
It looks like it will be.
Certainly does.
But this means too that the Sun State Roller Girls now progressing to the quarterfinals of one.
Yeah, it looks like the Sun State have progressed to the quarterfinals. Honest Dave, I'm just listening to Honest Dave. He's feeding me all the lines.
And that is it, and that is the game.
That is full time. 273 points is the official score. Sun State taking it out over Convict City, 45 points. That was an exciting game to watch. A very fun game to call. Well done, Convict City. A team I've never seen play before. It was a lot of fun to call and watch. Yeah, Sun State.
Big hand for the Sun State girls.
Big applause for them. Plenty of love for Sun State here.
That's right. They're heading off to the quarterfinals now.
They came second, like I mentioned, 2 years ago to the Victorian team. Let's see how they do this year. They are a force to be reckoned with.
I do imagine we will be seeing them in the final days of TGSS.
Convict City doing their lap.
Their final lap. Lots of high fives, lots of Derby love from Sun State.
Big shout out to the Derby fans following Convict City down in Tasmania. A big hello from Johnny Smash and Scarface here at the Great Southern Slam. And a big round of applause here on track one. That was an awesome bout.
Certainly was. A lot of fun, a lot of action.
The next bout here on track one will be between United Brisbane and TVRD.
United Brisbane, that's going to be a good one. United Brisbane were up against VRDL and were defeated. TVRD were up against VRDL and were also defeated. Let's see the two leagues go up against each other and see where we go from there.
There's one to look forward to. I believe it's time up for us.
That's right.
I've been Johnny Smash. I am signing out.
And I'm Scarface Johansson signing out also.
See you later on. Bye.